Hi everyone. So my name is Mike Regan, and I am a new commissioner on the Sullivan County Human Rights Commission, and I am also with the My Brother's Keeper coordinator for the Monticello Central School District. And My Brother's Keeper, for those of you who don't know, it's a program founded by Barack Obama in 2014, recognizing significant and persistent achievement gaps for our young men of color, basically from cradle to career, when looking at all measurements and indicators and outcomes, as far as coming to school ready to learn, and reading on grade level by the 3rd grade, and graduating high school college ready, and entering the workforce successfully, and being given the opportunity for second chances when mistakes are made. When we look at our young men of color, there are persistent achievement gaps that exist across the board. So My Brother's Keeper was created, and it is a nationwide program. You can see it all the way from California to New York, and West Coast, East Coast, down south. New York was the first state to adopt this as an initiative into law, funded currently by the New York State Education Department. Our school, Monticello Central School District, was one of the schools who was awarded the grant based on the need in our community to bridge that achievement gap between our young men of color and their counterparts. So we do that through a series of initiatives and activities. We offer mentorship. We have our high school students going down into all of our elementary buildings, pairing them up one-to-one with young boys, and offering them mentorship. We offer academic tutoring after school for our students who could use some extra help and getting organized and focused and getting the help they need. We have a digital literacy lab, basically a recording studio for students to express themselves through music and written word. And we have an engineer who is helping them to get their voices heard and use that as a tool of civic engagement to engage stakeholders in the community. We have AAU basketball tournaments, so we engage our young people, meeting them where they're at and finding what they're interested in, and we use it as an incentive for them to continue participating in the academic tutoring portions of My Brother's Keeper. We're about to start a new program. We're expanding our services down to the kindergarten level, and we have just purchased a culturally responsive library filled with children's books from grades K through 5, and we have enough books to allow our young boys and girls of color exposure and access to a new book every week from the beginning of kindergarten to the end of 5th grade. So we're very excited about that new program we have coming. And the cool thing about that is the books that we ordered were hand-picked, all 240 books. We have multiple copies of each title, and they're all written by diverse authors with diverse characters from different diverse cultural perspectives, so that our young people of color can see themselves not in the stereotypical image that the media portrays them, but in images of greatness and power and just real life stuff. And we try to expose them to older mentors, and we have a whole team of staff, one of which is here tonight, who work with our young people every day and empower them to be great. We offer them leadership opportunities. One of our young men here tonight actually just met President Barack Obama in Oakland, California at MBK Rising. So amazing opportunities are being offered. We had two young men go to Albany, one of them here tonight, just the other weekend, during caucus weekend, to speak with New York State legislators, and we had world-class speakers training them how to present themselves and speak publicly. So we're always looking for different ways and creative ways to empower our young people. And most recently, we're working on becoming a My Brother's Keeper community, basically expanding our efforts beyond the school, because we know that it takes a village to raise a child. And we are looking for people to get involved in the community, and right now just looking at where the gaps are and how we can address those gaps. So that's something that we're currently working on, so we can sustain our efforts beyond the grant. Enough for me. I'm gonna bring up our young people and one of our educators who work in the My Brother's Keeper program, so they can share a little bit about their experience with My Brother's Keeper. So come on up. All of you. But first up here, this is Renee Wilson. She is an educator in Monticello School District for over 30 years and a proud academic mentor in our My Brother's Keeper program.
Thank you.
We have Noah Moreno, who is a high school senior in Monticello High School and also has been working as a student design intern in our My Brother's Keeper program and about to be appointed as an official staff member in our My Brother's Keeper program. We have Timothy Nash next to Noah, who is a rising star in our My Brother's Keeper program. He's the first one to show up for all of our volunteer activities in the community and always steps up to the plate. He's a great guy, and we're very proud to have him on our team. And last but not least, we have Zanaya Cooper, who is also, last year was a student design intern in our program, helped give us a lot of great ideas about where to take our program in the right direction. And she did a lot of great work on our Black Caucus, the first Black Caucus of Monticello Central School District, advocating for policies and practices to be in the best interest of all our students. And now I'll let you hear from them.
I want to thank you for inviting us here this evening. Thank you, Mr. Regan, for introducing me. Yes, I am a teacher at the Monticello Central School District. I'm an advocate and a mentor, and I enjoy empowering our youth and seeing the positive work that they've done. Thank you.
My name is Noah Moreno, and I didn't know I was going to be speaking tonight, so I wish I could have been with the MBK material too. Basically, I'm a student design intern from Monticello MBK, and how it's impacted me. My first 3 years of high school, 3.5 years, if you want to be technical, I didn't care about my education the way I do today. Not until I met Mike. And Mike introduced me to the program, MBK. And the platform it has provided me to just improve myself, and not only improve myself, but influence others my age, my peers. Once I got to improve myself is amazing. I'm still speechless to this day. And at first, when we had the program, a lot of teachers and staff in our school didn't really agree with the program because we were rewarding kids who were troubled, who caused a lot of trouble in the school, but Jesus ain't walk with the healthy, he walked with the sick. So we gotta help our troubled young men. And what's a student who can't study by himself? What's a student who can't teach himself? What's a student who can't think for himself? What's a student who gets in trouble for thinking outside the box? And this program it's just that extra time that we need, that extra one-on-one time, that extra community time that we need as young men of color and sisters of color. And we're not racist, we do welcome white people with open arms. It's about showing how everybody could get along, So I'm not gonna go on too long, but I just wanted to share that with you.
Very good.
My name is Tim. I've been in the program for 2 years, and in this 2 years, my grades improved. Right now, I help other people, like younger people, try to keep them off the street with my brother. I've been a role model for him too, and yeah.
Great.
Hello again, I'm Zanaya Cooper, and I'm a senior at Monticello High School, and I just wanted to share one of my favorite poems to you by the remarkable Maya Angelou, Still I Rise.
Okay.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may try me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons, just like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my hotness offend you? Don't you take it awfully hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got gold diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise up from a past that's rooted in pain. I rise like I'm a black ocean, leaping in wide, welling and swelling I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
Yes.